Good morning, student of class 7. Let's continue our chapter Wind and Storm. In my last video, I discussed about atmospheric pressure and air pressure. Today, we are going to discuss an activity, and through this activity, we will try to understand that how atmospheric pressure is present. To perform this activity, we need to collect some material, an empty aluminum soft drink can with tight cap, then water, burner and pair of tongs. Procedure: at first we have to fill the can with 2/3 of water. Step number 2, now boil the water on a burner till a lot of steam escapes. Step number 3, now using a pair of tongs, remove the can from the burner and immediately close the tap of the can carefully. Now pour some cold water on the can and observe what happens. We will observe that the can gets deformed, as you see in the picture. The can gets deformed when you pour some cold water on this can. So we can conclude that on boiling, the air inside the can escape. When cold water is poured on the can, the steam inside condenses and form water droplet, and therefore reduce the pressure inside the can. Thus, the atmospheric pressure is greater than the inside pressure, so the can become deformed. I already informed you that any object can retain their shape if inside air pressure and the atmosphere are equivalent. In this can, whenever we boil, then now let's discuss about factors that affect atmospheric pressure. So remember student, there are two factors which always affect the atmospheric pressure. One is altitude, means height, and another one is temperature. Altitude or height above the sea level. So if you go more height, then the pressure decreases with height. Thus, we can say atmospheric pressure is less on mountain than on plains. So whenever the atmospheric pressure is less compared to our body pressure, then sometimes nose start bleeding on high altitude because low atmospheric pressure. As the pressure inside the capillaries is more than the air pressure outside blood capillaries present in the nose, rupture and start bleeding. So student, you also have read that whenever the climber climb to the mountain, then sometimes their nose start bleeding. It is only because of at the higher altitude the atmospheric pressure is less compared to our body inside pressure. Means whatever blood capillaries are present, inside the blood capillaries pressure is less and outside the blood capillary pressure is high. As a result, nose start bleeding. And another factor where atmospheric pressure depends, that is temperature. Whenever temperature increases, the air molecule gain more energy, means moving fast, means they acquire kinetic energy. This is highly energetic air molecules rise. Therefore, air pressure also decrease. So whenever temperature increases, air pressure decreases. Means they start moving faster here and there. And whenever temperature goes down, they again accumulated in one place, and we can say air pressure increases. Expansion of air on heating. Remember, whenever we give heat to the air, then air always expand. The volume of given amount of air depends on temperature. When air is heated, the particles of air start gaining kinetic energy, means they start moving fast. The air particles having more energy start vibrating with higher speed and move away from one another. And whenever this kinetic energy increases, the particles start moving here and there. So this is called expansion of air. Density of air decreases. Expansion of air means density is decreases because particle not residing in one small area, they are moving in a high volume. So this makes air lighter and rises upward. So you can say hot air always rises up. Hot air always rises up. So you can see in your home we use heater. Heater always we place below or on the floor, not at the height, because it emitting the hot air, and hot air always rises up.